Do you ever change into your dress sphere, sing into a pepper shaker, and think to yourself, what are the dead people I'm wearing singing? In this video, let's talk about the opening song, Real Emotion, and what the song means for both Yuna, Len, the story as a whole, and more. While there are multiple translations of the song from Japanese to English, I'm going to focus on the one that is in the game. First, let's start with the main thing that you hear over and over. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? I can hear you. It's I can hear you, not I can't hear you, which I actually thought it was I can't hear you for the longest time. That's because it's a common phrase used in pep rallies. But this I can hear you, it means something actually deeper. And we can understand what it means by the content of the other pieces of the song. Far beyond the hazy borders of my heart, I can see a place that's something like this. Every now and then, I don't know what to do. Still, I know that I can never go back. The hazy borders of my heart. Narrator is reaching for something. She is looking for something that she cannot fully see, but it's a longing. It feels like she's describing a longing emotion. I could see a place that's something like this, but it's not quite like this. There's something missing. Every now and then, I don't know what to do. So I'm lost in this new world. I'm in a place, but it's not quite the right place. I am here, but I'm also not here. Still, I know that I can never go back. Now for the second verse. But the things I've seen in those hazy dreams can't compare to what I'm seeing now. Everything is so different that it brings me to my knees. That's pretty clear. We're in the world of Final Fantasy X-2, and everything really is so different, and they want us to know that this world is different. That's why Real Emotion is in the beginning of Final Fantasy X-2, to give a different tone and to say, hey, this is a different game. In fact, another interpretation of that first verse is the vision that she had was the vision she had soon before she defeated Sin and brought the Eternal Calm. She didn't know what the Eternal Calm world was going to look like. But when she went up against Sin, she did not know that she was going to lose Tidus. So her hazy vision of the future at least included him. Now for the third verse. And though I know the world of real emotion has surrounded me, I won't give in to it. Now I know that forward is the only way my heart can go. I hear your voice calling out to me, you'll never be alone. The you'll never be alone is very similar to at least one of the endings that is in Final Fantasy X-2. I guess this is a spoiler. But in one of the endings, Tidus is still a dream and he's hugging Yuna from behind. And Yuna says, oh, you've been with me all along. In this verse, Yuna is saying, I hear your voice calling out to me, you'll never be alone. So seeing this, thinking that this person is Tidus, she has this person in her heart, and she is acting as if he is still there. Yet at the same time, she says, I know that forward is the only way my heart can go. So she wants to move on, but she's also stuck in the past. She says, though the world has surrounded me, I won't give in to it. There's two conflicting things here. She wants the past, but she also wants to move forward too. She says that she will not give in to the real emotion surrounding me. Meaning, I won't give in to the present. I won't give in to the future. I will instead hear your voice calling out to me. You'll never be alone. Instead, I will take you, your memory, with me into the future. There is a major theme in Final Fantasy X to let go of the past, and Final Fantasy X-2 plays with a lot of those same themes. Now with the you'll never be alone, the what can I do for you, I can hear you is making a lot more sense. She is almost chanting like a mantra, or like a prayer. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? I can hear you. So in a way, she's not acting in this new world for herself. She is acting in the memory of Tidus, and this is clear from the very opening of the game. She has this sphere of who she thinks is Tidus, and the entire reason she's even a sphere hunter is in search for him. She is scavenging the past for him, and she is constantly saying to herself, what can I do in service of finding you? and of having you with me. I don't plan on looking back on my old life. I don't ever plan to rely on you. Even if by chance everything should go wrong, you'd come anyway and try to save me. That verse just sounds like complete denial to me. Even if by chance everything goes wrong, you'll come and save me. But I'm not gonna look back. I am not gonna rely on you. So the first part she says, I'm not relying on you. But in the second part, she's like, but you're gonna save me. So she has so much conflict and tension in herself. She is not finding herself in this moment at the opening sequence. This song is really showing the turmoil that's inside of her and what will hopefully be resolved by the end of the game. Is it resolved? Is anything resolved? Though from time to time it's an upward climb, all I know is that I must believe, because the truth I'm seeking always was inside of me. Of course, I can go on and on about how Yuna is singing to Tidus and that it's a love song and it's about her longing, but there is an alternate version of this in that this is also Len singing and this is Len's lyrics. And so how is this still Len in how it applies to Shuyin? She says, the truth I'm seeking always was inside of me. I must believe. From time to time, it's an upward climb. And Len has a mission from the beginning of the game. And the game is also trying to reach for Shuyin. Her reaching is trying to reach her through Yuna, but also the truth that she was seeking was always inside of her. I think it's the moment when she, comes out of Yuna and then has that reconciliation with Shuyin. The end to the torture was inside of her, was her. She brought the peace to end the torture for Shuyin. Real emotion, I'm not exactly sure what real emotion means, but we do know that the feelings of Shuyin was extremely strong, so much that it made him into a shadow and allowed him to possess people. In a way, you can say the real emotion had consumed him, but in this lyric, the narrator doesn't want real emotion to consume her. The real emotion is an emotional weakness. And when I find the world of real emotion has surrounded me, the many things that you taught me then will always be enough to get me. Through the pain, because of you I am strong enough to know I'm not alone. This verse is not much different than the other ones, except for that it's adding a little bit more color, like, you taught me stuff, which I'm sure that Tidus, taught Yuna how to whistle, and that is definitely called back. And if I find the real world of emotion has surrounded me, and I can't go on, you are there the moment that I close my eyes to comfort me. We are connected for all time. I'll never be alone. The real world of emotion. So in this verse, it makes it clear the real world, like the physical world, the world that I'm in right now. If the present is consuming me, if I am overwhelmed by emotion, then I can close my eyes so this person is not there. And then we're connected for all time. I'll never be alone. This seems like Yuna is trying to comfort herself. But again, maybe it's just the repetition of the verses, but it seems that it's not really believable. Even though she keeps saying, you're here with me, I am moving forward. She's also saying, I will not let the present consume me. I will not let the emotions of the world get to me, because I'm going to have you here, this person from the past, with me. And then it finally ends. And though I know the world of real emotion has surrounded me, I won't give in to it. Now I know that forward is the only way my heart can go. I hear your voice calling out to me. You'll never be alone. If forward is truly the only way Yuna's heart can go, how come she can't move on from Tidus? How come she needs to close her eyes and envision him? How come she needs to constantly say, what can I do for you? It doesn't seem like she is actually living for herself. If the director of Final Fantasy X-2 is correct, and if this really is the old Yuna at heart, Yuna is still living in service of others, and not for herself. Maybe this is just my own opinion, but I think that Yuna is a little bit too young to be hung up on a lover from somebody who cannot give themselves to her, throughout her life. She needs to find somebody new, and she needs to mourn and get over him. In this song, she's saying that she refuses to get over him. And in that, it really does play into the perfect ending and the overall mission that this game and probably future iterations have. It is Yuna's own strong desire to have Tidus back that allows that to even happen in the game. From what I understand, the way Tidus comes back is complex. I think that Yuna somehow makes him back into a summon. I don't know what the faith is for him, but Yuna is managing to re-summon him constantly, and that is how he manages to come back in the end. So in a way, you can say the real emotion, or the powerful emotion to have him with her, is the thing that actually makes him come back in the end. So really, what is real emotion? I'm sure that there are more thoughts to be had on this. I mostly focused on Yuna and her longing for Tidus, but I'm sure that there are other interpretations that we can go into. Let me know in the comments what you think of this song and what it says about the game. And if you liked this video, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed. I am a very small, super small channel, and any sub really helps. Also, likes are good too, of course. Anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!